Okay, so I am going to had all this stuff sitting on the table. Just the last little bit of some onions we've got out there because we're going to make a new bed and get some of those going. Baskets of tomatoes, peppers, sweet and hot. I had some garlic, so I'm going to make some pasta sauce and get that going for dinner here. I've got some ground beef. Unfortunately, it's just from the store. I really miss when we had homegrown, well, not homegrown from me, but homegrown beef, because we used to get it from a small farm. And we're actually out of ground pork and everything, so we'll be excited to get that back. I could have done this with chicken, but we just don't really care for chicken spaghetti, actually. So I am going to get all this all diced up after my noodles get boiling. I'm going to try to do this all one pot wonder. Typically I like to oven roast the peppers, onions, and tomatoes together and then use an immersion blender with seasonings and garlic and all that. Today we're going to saute everything up inside and then we'll go ahead and blend it up. Okay, I have the noodles draining, I've got meat going, and now I'm just dicing stuff up. I'm not really worried about necessarily being too big or too small or this or that, because I am going to immersion blend it, but I am dicing it up fairly even so that it'll cook evenly. I've got some zucchini, I've got some of our onions. This is one lemon spice jalapeno. You don't want too much, but just barely enough to be able to kind of taste it. You can leave it out if you don't want to. I'm going to get some of these mini bells chopped up, and then I will do a couple banana peppers and the tomatoes, and I've got some garlic in with the meat cooking. Doesn't that look just so good? Oh, so good. And there she is. I left it a little bit chunky and I used some orange tomatoes. That's why it looks like that. We typically try to keep it not as saucy, so I didn't do as much as if I was making traditional spaghetti. So you can just play with it however you want. You can add more tomatoes, which is going to give you obviously more sauce and more water. I'll go ahead and put the recipe for this at the end. You could also add cheese to this, but this is just a quick bow tie 30-minute meal. I did this with one electric skillet, one bowl, one strainer, one immersion blender, and a knife and a spoon. So it's quick, it's easy, doesn't use a lot of stuff, and that's just awesome. I like to use the orange and yellow tomatoes. They tend to have a little bit less acidity, and so it doesn't give me heartburn as bad, so I like to play around with those varieties. And so you can just jazz it up however you like, but you do need to add some water to be able to get that sauce going. I only added about a cup and a half, 2 cups of water, and I only did about just the bottom of this full. There's just the 2 of us. This is going to be plenty. But if there was more people here, I would have went ahead and did the whole thing, and I probably would have did it in a stock pot, and I would have did it outside on the stove. But for now, I've got to clean up my table from all my veggies. It's got some dirt and everything from when I went to go out and pick them, and we're going to get eating. So thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.